Okay, so we're back. This has dried and cooled down overnight. So we now have some dried copper sulfate that we are going to convert back into copper, we hope. Fingers crossed. So at this point, what we're going to do is we are going to dissolve it in some distilled water. This may take a few minutes to dissolve, but it will happen reasonably. We'll let the reaction start happening because it will continue to dissolve as the reaction's happening. And we have masked out this zinc, and you will get the data for that in the data. And so what we have done here, we're going to add the zinc to this mix. And you can start to see a reaction that we are actually rather quickly forming copper. Let me put a paper underneath so you can see it a little better. We're starting to form a reddish copper right on the surface of the zinc. So what we're going to do is let that sit in the fume hood for a few minutes so that it fully reacts. Okay, so this has been reacting for a little bit, and what I'm finding if I look very, very carefully and closely is there's a little bit of leftover zinc. It's hard for you to see with the camera, but there's still some silver colored pieces in addition to the copper that has formed. So what we do here is we add a little bit of hydrochloric acid to react with the zinc. It'll react with the zinc and not the copper. And then we'll be able to isolate just the copper. And you'll see that it starts fizzing up pretty quickly as it's reacting with the zinc. Okay, so the zinc has reacted away. You don't see any more bubbles. It's kind of fizzled down. So what we're left with is some zinc chloride dissolved in the solution and solid copper. So what I'm going to do is decant again. And we're going to do a couple of rinsings so that we're getting the copper kind of rinsed off. All of the zinc chloride and other substances present in the solution are going to be removed. So we'll swirl that around. It settles pretty quickly because the copper sticks together very well. And again, what we're going to do with this one to get this final mass is we're going to put it in the oven. And we're going to let it dry overnight, and you'll get a mass for your data for the next day.